I've been hungry and I stay hungry in the sense that even when you don't have nothing, you don't settle for less. There's some things that I can't get over and I'll always be scared of, but I take the positive from it. Like, I'm never so confident I'm gonna win. It's probably the fact that I'm scared to fail.
What got me through a lot of doors isn't money, it was honestly character.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like 9 to 9. For my top 10, top 10, 9 to 9. This one's for my top 10.
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with We Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you too. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So get ready to stay hungry, always keep trying, and be humble with Anthony Joshua and my take on his top 10 rules of success to give you the confidence, motivation, and belief that you need. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with rule #1. Stay hungry.
The meaning behind stay hungry, it's a form of consistency, motivation, and never lack hunger. I've been hungry and I stay hungry in the sense that even when you don't have nothing, you don't settle for less. As I always say, when you're on ground zero, the only way to look is up. So you keep on achieving, you keep on achieving. And I've been fortunate enough to be around some successful people in mind, and they never lack a sense of ambition and hunger. So to stay hungry is just about maintenance, consistency, never losing the hunger, the king of the jungle, you know, making sure that your dominance is known and people approach you with caution because they know when they're dealing with you, they're dealing with someone who's ambitious, determined. You know, they have commitment to their cause, and that's what stay hungry represents.
Rule #2, always keep trying.
Fear comes in many forms. There's some things that I can't get over and I'll always be scared of, but I take the positive from it. Like, I'm never so confident I'm gonna win. It's probably the fact that I'm scared to fail. No one forces me to do anything. I make the decision myself, and if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't. So when I'm faced with the challenge, I just embrace it. And what can one man do except for give his best? If you fail, you try again. If you win, you try again and get better. So as long as you maintain and you stay consistent, you'll forever be a winner and a champion, and the people who love you in their eyes because they support you nevertheless, as long as you're trying again and again and again.
Rule #3, focus on character, not money.
I live within my means. I don't own no Rolls Royces, 10 Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, 10 mansions. I don't have all that stuff. So it hasn't changed that aspect, but it just made me realise it helps me in terms of certain conversations I'm having, and the reputation I carry is more important at the minute than what's in the bank. Because I've been around I'm talking about billionaires, I've been around billionaires, and it's not so much about their money, it's about their character. Because when it's about their money, if all of us are sitting here with £1 million in our account, you have the watch I have, you have the car I have, and you have the house I have. So materialistic things they're available to the majority of people at every level. So then it became about character, morals, what you stand for, your manners, and that's why, and your respect and integrity. So that's more what is valued in that economic structure than just money. You know what I mean? You have to learn, and that's what I say, your respect takes you further. Because what got me through a lot of doors isn't money, it was honestly character. Back in the day, it was mostly about character.
So is this a fight for old school class against new money then?
This isn't a straight gut. This ain't class. This is, I'm going to go gutter on him as well. Yeah. But there is an element of it where he will learn that money don't make you. Man makes the money, money doesn't make the man.
Rule #4, keep asking questions.
If there's one piece of advice I can give to an up-and-coming fighter is don't be that guy that has all the gear but no idea. Ask questions and ask again. And if you don't know or you think you know, ask someone else. And even if you get the answer from that person, ask someone else. And ask 10 people and weigh up. If 4 people are telling you one thing and 6 people are telling you another, go with the people that are telling you 6 things. You know, because then you figure out what's right from wrong. And you've taken so much information. So I'll say to any up-and-coming boxer, take advice from so many people and just absorb it. Filter out the rubbish, secure the good information that can help you progress in the sport. Very tough, very tough. But even though it's a fighting man's sport, it definitely is a thinking man's sport because there's boxing and there's a sweet science. The fighting man will always have it within himself, you know, but the thinking man has to be educated. And that's the sweet science of boxing, and that's why I say ask as many questions from as many people as you can to gain the knowledge of a sweet boxer, the sweet science.
Also, if you want to have more motivation and confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
You start with where you want your game to be, what would make your game most unstoppable or hard to deal with.
You can outwork anybody.
If I had to trace my evolution, with the Michael Jordan evolution, I always have to start back in college, hitting a shot against Georgetown in 1982 when I really didn't know exactly what I was doing.
Rule number 5, be humble.
It's important to stay humble because it's in many biblical terms. Many men before us taught us to remain humble. You can relate. And as I said, your wealth is in character, not in material objects, because you can't take nothing with you. So it's nice to acquire things and try and create heaven on earth. But at the end of the day, you can't take it with you. So it's good to just stay relatable. And I think stay humble in a sense means I'll always approach the man on the street with the same respect as the man with the house on the hill. It's an equal playing field. Stay humble isn't such a meaning where it's like be weak, bow down when you're spoken to. That's not what humble means. Stay humble is just about treating the person on the street with the same respect as you treat the person with the man up the hill, because at the end of the day, everyone's got a story and you can take inspiration from both.
Rule number 6, be a good role model.
Nah, because I think...
But you are one, you can't deny it.
I still make mistakes. I am who I am. I think a role model is too perfect. Like, you can't make any mistakes and you've got to be a certain way. I'm not like that.
But people look up to you. They do.
Well, they should look up to me from who I am, not who they want me to be.
Yeah.
Because if they want me to be a certain way, then they should take it upon themselves to be that way so the kids can look up to them. They shouldn't put that pressure on me. So if you want me to be a role model, accept me for who I am and the mistakes and the good things I do.
Yeah.
So I think in that sense, when you look at actually what I do want to find a way to give back. And I think you have to talk of it in an economic sense. I think, you know, that saying, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. And I really want them to go that step further, is to start distributing the water as well and really help change their family's life.
Rule number 7, focus on being respected.
Where was your mindset at? And I'm taking you back to the age, I think, 17, Anthony, but can you remember where your mind was before you took that decision to walk into a gym, to step into a boxing ring, and how that's changed?
It's what attracts you, you know, what type of things tempt you, what type of things, what's the word I'm looking for? It's temptations. You know, it depends what music you like. Music I listen to kind of gets me buzzing, and just the temptations of life, I think. So where my mind was at the time was like that do or die mindset. No fear. I would rather be feared than respected. But now I prefer respect. It's real. Do you know where I'm coming from? When I leave the room, I'd rather people say, that's a nice guy, that, than say, thank God he's gone, what an idiot. When I walk in, they shake you. So you know where I come from.
A few.
So I think respect you know, is much better. And back in the day, it wasn't about respect, it was just more about fear.
Rule number 8, motivate yourself.
You have to find it within yourself. If I've got to tell you to get up, and I've got to tell you to go to work, and I've got to tell you to do everything, then until that person stops telling you, you're never going to be able to achieve anything. So that's the best piece of advice I've been given, is find it within yourself to be motivated. You've been blessed with a brain, heart for emotions, spiritual connections. So connect with like the positive forces in the world and find motivation to try and achieve something while you're here. That's the best piece of advice I've been given.
Rule number 9, overcome your fears.
You hear about stories about people that didn't reach their full potential because of that fear, you know, and you don't get that respect. So it's back to the mindset I used to have, is that overcome the fear, but through that you gain a lot of respect. So I just kind of cracked on, and I enjoyed the background of a lot of the people I work with in the gym. Different races, different religions, different shapes and sizes, people from different backgrounds. Welcomed everyone into the gym, so there was a real good bunch of friends I made from there. And I didn't want to lose that because of fear of competing at a different level, so I just cracked on. I saw the benefits. When I was younger, I used to smoke, clubbing, you know, kebabs after the rave, as you do.
We still do.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So I
never got off that bandwagon.
You never got off the bandwagon. So things like that, I started realizing and started flip reversing and changing. And that's why I carried on going.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is have good manners.
You gotta watch their manners, their conduct, and how they represent us. It's not only being good with your fists, it's having a code of conduct with the boxing club, being a good representative of Finchley ABC, because Sean Murphy, Gary, all the other coaches, you know, they put in a lot of time and effort into building us as men. When I first come here, I was on tag. Do you know what I mean? I was getting in trouble. Sean telling me, shut up, stop talking. I was thinking, who the f is this guy talking to, bro? Like, you know, you think you're a bit of a rude boy. But I had to learn conduct and structure and mannerisms, and I had to represent myself properly. If I wanted to be part of this club and not get chucked out, I had to make sure I conducted myself properly. So I had to kind of switch up my attitude and leave all the nonsense at the door and learn code of conduct when I walked into certain environments. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that when these boys are rolling in the van and now they've got the Finchley ABC logo all over it, I've got the PlayStation, and I'm going to support the club the best way possible, and all my pals will support the club the best way possible. I just want them to know that it's not all about here. You've got to represent yourself, as I said, with a certain manner and code of conduct.
Now I have a special bonus clip from Anthony on how to never give up that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from just watching a video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1, what's the fear that you need to overcome? Number 2, how can you be a good role model for someone this week? And number 3, what will you do every day to motivate yourself? And if you made it this far in the video, I wanna celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe down in the comments as well.
How I keep positive, I would say, is every time it gets tough, and when I feel like I don't want to do it, there is someone out there in this world laying on a hospital bed, begging for a second chance at life. I'm sitting there healthy, with good friends, heating, light, running tap water. I don't think I have any excuse to not go hard or live life with a smile on my face.
If you want to see the top 10 I did on Conor McGregor, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Do I look unhealthy? Take a look at this physique. I'm in phenomenal shape, in body and mind. People say a loss can make or break a fighter, but trust me, a win can also make or break a fighter.